Alright, Chuck, is there anything on before? Alright. Actually, I have to go, alright? Talk to you later. Bye.
Sir, I'm so pleased with all that we've done. The elections are over. We finally won. It's time now for change, of a wonderful kind. Visions of all sorts of reforms now dance in my mind.
Well, my young friend, I'm with you on that. I'm so glad our campaign has come to an end.
And enough with the rhymes! The rhymes are done, the rhymes are over! The rhymes are no fun. Our presidency may be lost, but yours is not really won. I spread dissent, I can't help it, it's what I do. And all that dissent will be directed towards you. Bills cannot really be passed without 60 votes plus, and to get all of those votes, having me is a must. But I'm sorry, it's simply too late for that. Of all the hats that I've worn... Whatever! I won't compromise. All of your proposals are useless at my hands. Every one will be blocked.
Alright, alright. I guess the rhymes really are done. But I don't see why you're here. All you do is lie, and complain, and start wars, and lie, and complain. And besides, I don't see how you plan to accomplish anything. With the House, the White House, and the Senate on our side, we cannot be stopped by your obstructionism.
I couldn't have said it better myself, sir.
Excuse me? I beg to differ. Do you know Robert Warner?
Why, of course. The President-elect from the United States. Well, he's been on TV quite a bit lately.
Well, it is he with whom I am concerned right now. I'd be willing to cross the aisle with you now and work with you on making a bet. The bet is that my unwillingness to cross the aisle and work with you on making things will result in the slowing and ultimate stopping of the work of you and Warner. And I'd advise you to take me up on that bet. As I've said, it's the last chance you'll ever have to work with me. For the next 4 years, at least.
Alright, I accept. Not only will you fail to succeed while in Congress, but you will also get yourself voted out in 2 years. The people will see through your lies, of course. Warner will hold hard to his goals and ideals, and with his convictions and the support of the American people, he cannot be swayed, and we cannot be stopped.
Good work, sir, but now we must go. There is work to be done. The future is bright, and it's there to be won.
Yes.
Well, that inauguration sure was fun. But I'm still a little concerned. I mean, my opponents seem as united against me as ever. That's not what I'm looking for. I came in, I wanted to unite this country, not divide it. That's all I'm looking for, a little cooperation. Speaking of which, I see I have a text here from Senator Mitchistopheles. Maybe I should call him back. Hello? Senator Mitchistopheles? This is Robert Warner. I'm interested in speaking with you about...
Bobby, it's me, Red. Look, don't talk to Mitch right now. I don't think that would be wise.
You sure? I mean, I sort of did want to start, establishing some relations with him.
No, that's not smart. Just don't do that. Look, I saw the speaker when I was at the White House a little while ago. She looked to be headed to see you. Just go talk with her, alright?
If you're sure. Alright, Harry. I'll see you later. What? Senator Mitchistopheles? I was just on the phone with Senator Red. He said he thought the speaker was here to see me.
I'm so sorry to deceive you, but the only way to get in here was to disguise myself.
Wow, really?
No, not really. I didn't disguise myself. Senator Red was just badly mistaken. As usual, I might add. And as for how I got in the first place, well, let's just say I had some special interest in meeting with you tonight.
Oh. Well, I guess it makes sense for me to meet with you. I'm actually quite glad that you're here. I've been needing to start talking with you. I know there was some unhappiness, during the election season, but the campaigns are over now, and our politics need to reflect that. The most important thing that we can do right now is to govern fairly and to lead and to unite this country. And the only way I can really unite this country is with the help of your party. I need to bring you guys into all discussions and decisions.
Yes, I agree with that idea.
Alright, that's good. I guess we're getting somewhere. But along with that, I'm going to need you to pledge to me that you are going to negotiate in good faith all the time, and that your focus is going to be on always being at the table to negotiate and to try and pass the best legislation that you can. You know, the most important thing is that we govern well, you know, with that. Not to do well in the midterm elections in 2 years or anything like that.
Yes. Yes, it is. So, I'm willing to make you a deal, Mr. President. You must allow my party to be included on all discussions, and you must not try to simply bypass us during the votes. Remember, the country cannot afford that kind of division anymore. In return, I offer my word that my party will always negotiate in good faith during these discussions, and always with the focus of ultimately passing productive legislation and helping the economy in the country.
Alright, that's good, sir. Sounds like we have a deal. That's exactly what I've been looking for. Thank you.
You're quite welcome. And by the way, I also promise I won't publicly denounce you or spread misinformation about you or anything like that. I mean, playing politics isn't really what I want to do right now, especially if it could hurt the country. Good morning, everyone. What's this doing here? Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. I have some important things to discuss with you all today. President Warner and his colleagues in the Senate have proposed a plan to reform our nation's healthcare system and extend coverage to tens of millions of people. Now, that probably sounds pretty good. Some nonpartisan experts have agreed that the math on it is pretty solid too. But these people have been deceived. This bill is not what Warner says it is. Because what Robert Warner and Harry Reid aren't telling you is that if this bill is passed, it will turn out that Warner was not born in the United States. And also it will turn out that there is a provision in that bill, even if we cannot exactly find it yet, that mandates the creation of death panels, which will be required to go into action immediately. Now, this is ridiculous. We cannot afford to compromise on this. It would kill Grandma. And that's really all that needs to be said. Now, if you'll excuse me, the President and I have some negotiations to wrap up. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm speaking to you today from here in my Oval Office to discuss what's been going on in Capitol Hill these past few days and weeks. Now, right now, the Senate is discussing a piece of legislation proposed that would guarantee protection of puppies and other small animals from cruel and unusual punishment. At the same time, the jobs report for this month just came in. Unfortunately, the numbers were rather disappointing again, as a mere 18 jobs were created. Now, in light of this discouraging news, I have proposed a bill to Congress on jobs and job creation that they should pass right away. And I'm confident that they will do just that. You know, nonpartisan budget experts have agreed that the math on it is solid and that it will not add to the deficit. Everything will be paid for. And I'm still confident that my efforts to reach across the aisle and gain bipartisan support will succeed, even if the party to which I'm reaching has threatened repeatedly to filibuster my puppy protection bill.
Warner, I'm still concerned about the cost of that puppy bill. There's simply no room for government's overreach and overregulation and overspending for such a worthless cause.
Senator Mitchell-Stoffley, first off, why are you even here? And secondly, there are no costs for that bill. And there's no downside whatsoever.
I don't believe that. My sources and my research would indicate otherwise. And besides, I don't believe that the passing of this bill would be a good move politically. I've seen the numbers on people's approval of it, and I don't like them at all.
What are you even talking about? I mean, all the polls have indicated that over 90% of Americans support the passage of this bill.
Oh, really? Exactly. Those are the numbers I don't like. Those are the numbers that make the passage of this bill, your bill, a bad move politically.
Hang on a second. Are you really saying that? I mean, I thought we were going to work together to try and pass the best legislation we could, you know, not throw each other under the bus. I thought we had a deal on that.
I'm not the most honest person in the world, I guess. But here's an idea. Would you like to meet up later and discuss the jobs, Bill? I can't promise anything, but now that the election in Massachusetts is over, and you need at least one vote from my party, I think it would make sense for us to try and hammer something out.
Alright, I guess that can work for me. I mean, with the polling for midterms so miserable right now, I guess the best thing I can try and do is get something done in the few weeks I have left.
Excellent.
I believed in you. This won't work. I can't.
Figures this would happen.
Alright, Mitch, let's go talk about those bills.
On a second thought, the elections are just 2 weeks away. I don't think there's time to do this, and we certainly wouldn't want to rush this through just for political gain before the elections. And frankly, I am disgusted that you would even consider a plan like that. Aha! You must say I've won the bet! But all your problems are not over yet. For next August to be decided still is the issue of our nation's debt.
Whatever, Mitch. There's really no need to rhyme anymore. The elections are over. Now you enjoy your 12% approval rate, alright?
I will, thanks.
Ah, hello, Harry. How's the results looking?
Not good. We're getting lit up left and right. The house is gone, and the Senate's getting there. Now what's that you've been writing there?
Oh, I figured the results would look a little bit like they do, so I'm just throwing in a nod to whoever runs against me in 2 years to congratulate them. Hopefully I won't have to. There's always a chance they'll throw the weakest candidate in American political history at me, and I'll hold on. I guess we'll just have to hope for that. Oh, Harry, I made a deal with the devil, and it did not work out. I guess he's not that honest, and he didn't make nearly as many deals as I expected. And there's less unity than ever before as a result.
But didn't you say you two made a deal? How can that be, if he doesn't make any?
I don't know. He's tricky that way, you know? Ugh, it's just a shellacking. I don't know how we can recover from this. I really don't. But I do know how we can feel better.
How?
You know how good I am at making speeches? Well, it turns out I'm even better at writing new lyrics to Katy Perry songs to express my feelings. I don't know. Do you want to take a copy and sing with me?
Oh, I don't know, man.
Oh, come on, Harry. Your Senators lost 6 seats tonight. Sing with me.
Alright, I'll do it.
In another life, I would fix this term. We give all our promises beyond against the world. In another life, I would change my ways, so I don't have to spend the term that got away. The term that got away. Oh, Harry, I'm going to hell. Politically. This whole country's going to hell with its government.
I know, Mr. President. This is so sad.
Quiet, Harry. We have to finish the song. In another life, I would change my ways, so I don't have to say this was the term that got